The problem with building a business is you need people. You have to sell it to people, but you also need people on your team to help you pull it off. Everybody wants the business where they get a patent in place, for an aerosol can, and somebody licenses it from them, and they just collect a check for the rest of their lives. But it rarely ever works out that way. Normally, you've got to see it through. You got to create a product, you got to sell it directly, and eventually you've de-risked it to the point that other parties come online and they'll license it from you, or maybe they'll buy your company. So you're going to have to pull some people into your company, and you have to build a team. And so the question is, does the entrepreneur really have the ability to, one, appreciate the skill sets that are needed to build the enterprise, and two, discern whether one individual is particularly competent versus another. Another really important point, which goes beyond competency but is incredibly important, are you pulling together a group of people who genuinely like working together, who are motivated and pulling in the same direction, who can stand criticism? In our business, we have a concept we call constructive tension, and we can get pretty fiery, but everybody's trying to do the right thing. Everybody's trying to make the enterprise better, and I think that's a really healthy dynamic for a company, particularly a young company when you're learning so many things so quickly. So, what is the management team element of it? Most companies don't have a full management team at a venture stage. There are many opportunities to outsource everything from sales and marketing to finance to HR. You have to be careful that you're not financing the essence of the business. There needs to be a there. You need to feel like you got the genesis of a culture that's developing in the company. So the management team, you need to take a look at that. Some questions related to that is, does the entrepreneur's ego allow for contributions and contradiction by others? As I've said in other videos, an entrepreneur's got to be humble, and that extends through the people around him. What areas is the entrepreneur most qualified to contribute? They might be strong in finance or sales or marketing or whatever, but nobody's good at everything, so they're going to need to backfill those gaps in competency with other people. What's their most challenging skill set? I'll often present to a group of entrepreneurs, and or individually I'll speak with one, and they're quite quick to say, well, I'm not a numbers guy, I don't understand the financials, and my general attitude is, well, baloney. You're building a business, and the numbers are the language of business, and so you better go take Accounting 101 and figure it out, because if you don't understand the numbers in your business, then chances are you'll never be successful. Looking at the team, what's missing? No venture stage company is perfect, but is that gap really fundamental? It's a technology business that doesn't have any technologists. It's a service business, and it doesn't have anybody who knows how to sell and cultivate customers. So what's there? What's missing? When you talk about the management team, a really important consideration is compensation. And the fundamental question is this enterprise building a cash culture with regards to its employees, or is it an equity culture? In a cash culture, it typically is salary and bonus. And in that world, you could argue most people are free agents. When the money's there, they're going to hang with it. And when it's not, they're going to move on down the road. If it's an equity culture, then you're really pulling to some future event. And I view that as a tide that lifts all boats. If everybody's got a piece of the rock, and that rock's getting bigger, then people can get through the challenges, including personal sacrifice financially. So understanding that sort of compensation paradigm within an enterprise is critical.